am Xu Zihao and I am 12 this year. I have been in the academy for 1 year and my experience in the academy was great. I enjoy this academy as I love bike riding and I like how to run, to go fast and twist and the twisty turns. I recommend this academy to others as if you are bored, you can come here every Friday to play, and it's more fun than playing your phone or tablets on like video games.
Hi, I'm Anand Mitra. I've been in the academy for about 5 to 6 months. Experience with the academy is I started off with a KTM Duke 390, then I sold the bike and then I tried the SM, so I'm learning how to ride supermoto. I would recommend the academy because it is safer than being outside on the roads and doing stunts or other nonsense. So it's better to be in a track where it's safe, no other vehicle also.
Hello, my name is Jaden. I am 9 years old and I study in P4. So I have gone through some crashes, but they are part of learning, and I like this academy because I get a bike to ride, and thank you.
Alright, what is up guys? I'm Joshua, better known as Wacky Joe on YouTube if some of you are known. I have been with the SINGAMOTO Academy for about 3 to 4 months now, and I'm currently riding a DRZ 400. So my experience with SINGAMOTO was a very positive one because I believe some of us, we want to go for tracks and we are worried when we go, because the only track we have is in Malaysia, so this is the smaller track that we have in Singapore. So I think for us to start off with this track, it will be easier for newcomers to adapt to the track knowledge, the rules and regulations, and understanding your bike. So that's all. I recommend everyone to join SINGAMOTO Academy or track days. So come and join me. Join us. Come and join us. Come and join us.
A very warm welcome to day 2 of the SINGAMOTO National Championships 2021. It's round 4, the final round of the year, to see who will be crowned champions of each of the classes that will be on show yesterday and today. And today we've got the bigger bikes. We're on the Supermotos today. And first up, we've got the Class 5 Supermoto rookies out on the track. And we've seen some quick times posted in their little warm-up laps just a few moments ago. Qualifying just about to start. The race will commence a little bit later on. That will be at about 10 past 11, but qualifying is now up and running. I'm very pleased to say, joining me again today after her star performance yesterday, Noor Shazwani, you are back in the commentary position with us, Shaz. A thoroughly entertaining day yesterday and a wonderful last race that we had, but it's the big bikes today, so there's more drama expected.
There's more drama, you have more power on the tracks, and you'll see the different riders have different techniques when they're riding. So when they take the corner, they're either going knee down or putting their leg out. So I can't wait to see what they're all doing today.
And how is it that this bike goes now? Was you explaining the difference from yesterday to today?
Yes, correct. So today's bike goes brap, brap. It's a supermoto thing, okay, Paul?
More powerful than what we saw yesterday.
Exactly.
But the fun and the action will be coming all day long. You can be sure about that. What a battle we had last night, though, in that 12-lap race. It was absolutely unbelievable in the Class 9.
Yeah, and I missed it. I missed the last
6.
overtake. I missed that, but today I'm not missing anything.
No, well, that actually happened behind the big board that's just in front of us, and it was right on the last lap. It was unbelievable. You couldn't have written the script. It was absolutely phenomenal racing from both riders. It was quite scary, actually. It really, really was.
It was, and I think we'll see more action today too. We have all the big boys in, and these are seasoned riders. Yeah. They've been on the track so many times. They're here for SINGAMOTO's Academy nights, so they're used to the tracks. It's just how far and how fast they can push themselves today.
Well, you said the optimum word there, pushing themselves. People starting to post times now. Heiko, who we saw tearing it up a little bit earlier on, has just clocked the fastest time on his second lap, 54.063, so he's currently in P1. We're only, well, just about 90 seconds into the actual qualifying, so there's still plenty of time. The fastest time that I can note that we've had throughout this season so far, through rounds 1, 2, 3, and obviously today, had a 53.37. That was from Fedos, the number 333. So keep an eye out for him. He's just posted 55.573 on his second lap. So he's going to be looking to push. And of course, he is top of the standings in the Class 5 Supermoto rookie division. So he will want to impress today.
Yeah, and Heiko as well. You know, he mentioned earlier that he has never gotten pole position before. So I think he's going to be really hungry today to prove himself. So let's see if he can get P1 for today.
Heiko's number 40, so keep an eye out for that one. 53.92 in round 3 was his fastest time around the track here. He's just done that 54.807. Not as quick as his previous lap, but he is still in P1. But it's still very, very early days, and the traffic spread out a little bit more today. Yesterday we saw 17, 18 bikes on the track. We've got 10 for the first race today, so a little bit more space for the riders to move into.
Yep, so I think later on during the race, you'll see people trying to fight for the whole shot, and once they have that, it's all about maintaining that position, defending that position to make sure nobody, you know, makes a pass on you.
Still 2 riders to come out before they clock a time.
And most of the riders on this track, they're with the Husqvarna 450, either the FS or the FE. I think we only have one other that's riding a Honda model.
That's right. There's a couple of KTMs out there as well. Because Husqvarna, as you mentioned, the FE 450s, strong, powerful engines in those as well.
Yeah, the KTMs are a good fight as well, actually. The EXE, the SXF. But it's really all about what you do to the bike, you know. The little things change the performance of the bike. So we're talking like quick shifter. All these little modifications will drastically change your performance on the track.
You mentioned there about the quick shifting, and was down in the pit lane watching some of them warming up a little bit earlier on, and the way that they move their backsides from one side of the bike and literally hang them off the edge of the bike to be able to go and attack a corner to get that right balance and that right center of gravity. It really is an art form.
It is, and the difference really with yesterday's race was because KTMs, I mean supermotors in general, they're taller, right? So you would see them having to lean in a little bit more when it comes to the corners. Like I said previously, some of them stick their leg out when they take a corner. Some of them go knee down all the way. So it's really different tactics for different riders. So we'll see them all today.
We're just waiting for Ishimuddin to make his way to the track. We've got 9 riders out there looking for qualifying now. Just under 13 minutes to go. The fastest time still that 53.827 from Heikal. That was on his second lap. He's now just on his 7th lap, but he posted 56.933 on his 6th lap. So the timings are there or thereabouts. Only one rider so far, Hazik, over 1 minute.
Yeah, and we don't see much movement on the scoreboards for now. Oh, Heikal just came in with his best lap, 53.136. Is that his best one for the season?
That's the fastest lap that we've had in the Supermoto Rookie Class 5 this season.
Impressive.
And to do that in qualifying, that's making another statement. We spoke about these statements being made by the riders because some of them may change class next year. Some of them want to cement themselves in their classes. It's important that they do that now.
They pave the way for the rest of the riders to come.
That's a big, big lap. No question about that from Heikal. Currently sitting second in the standings. Will need to win to push Firoz all the way. Firoz currently sitting in second place, and he's what, 1.67 seconds behind. So he's got a little bit of work to do in qualifying if he wants to jump to the top. Let's take P1. We just saw Refan going through there as well, the number 27. 58.56 he's managed to clock. It is quite difficult from our vantage point to get all of the corners in. We missed that one last night, didn't we, with Arshad and Jazil. What an unbelievable race those two had.
Yeah.
They lapped everybody else in the field, and on the very, very last lap, Jazil overtook Arshad to take the championship as well as the win. It was an unbelievable race between those two. Nip and tuck all the way.
Let's hope we see some more drama like that today. It'll be very entertaining.
It was very, very exciting. More lap times coming up, so it's everybody out on the field now. So Ishimuddin, he posts a 56.76 on his first lap and jumps straight up to P5. Just the one rider now, Hazik, who's over 1 minute. Everybody else has clocked lower. Just under 10 minutes left in qualifying. It'll be very, very interesting because you look down at the times that everybody has ridden and their quickest times throughout the season, and there's not much difference between all of the riders here. We're talking about 1.5 to 2.5 seconds is the spread really between rider number 1 and rider number 7, 8. So it should be very, very intriguing.
Later on, you'll see really close gaps. Hopefully we can see some great passes as well later on.
Well, we do know that the track is very, very tight, but there are one or two little corners that do lend themselves to riders, if they're aggressive enough, to be able to take that inside line and just eclipse the man that's in front of them. We saw a bit of that yesterday, literally from the start line as well, in one of the races. Some fantastic battles going on. And that will happen again today. Another fast time. Heng Si Kiat has just posted a 54.72 to go to P2. He jumps over Feroz, so Feroz is going to have to step up slightly if he wants to get closer to Heikel at the top. Seems to be a few riders as well, just easing their way round. There's still plenty of time left in qualifying.
I'd love to see Feroz pushing himself a little bit more during quali just to get a higher position.
Well, he's just gone round in 55.82, so he's still in P3. That was a flying lap from Heng Si Kiat to jump into second. Heikel's just posted a slow time, but he's already put his 53.130 on the board, the fastest time on the track this season in the Class 5 Supermoto rookie class. I think a few riders now are starting to look at flying laps. They're going down very, very quickly in front of us. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on the timings and who does what. Obviously trying to get the heat back into the tyres and get them going. We had a little bit of drizzle yesterday, which we thought might spoil that last race, but it didn't in the end because it turned out to be fantastic. But it does look quite clear today. We're hoping that the track conditions are good.
And we hope it stays this way the entire day, because it was really sunny yesterday, and then during the evening it got very dark.
It does at night time.
Which we jinxed.
No, but it does at night time get dark.
Oh, come on, Paul.
Come on, we've got a full 12 hours today.
Jobs.
I know,
yeah,
we've got a full 12 hours today, so don't worry about that. We're looking forward to all of the races, and I know that Shaz next to me just has been bubbling this morning with fun and anticipation over the bigger bikes coming along today.
I know, I have a thing for supermoto bikes, so I've been raving about today since yesterday, so I'm really excited to see how the race is going to unfold today.
I think everybody is. It was exciting yesterday. It's going to be more fun today, as you say, the bigger, more powerful bikes, so there'll be a little bit more speed and the gaps should be a little bit closer. Not too many people out on the track at the moment, though. Can only see 2 or 3 people, and they look as though they're just cruising round, so I just wonder if everybody's saying, okay, well, that's enough, we'll get ready to just start up and see where we go.
Maybe they're happy with it. They're happy with their current positions.
Just wonder if we may see Feroz, though, come out and try and just give it one more go to try and get to the top of qualifying. 8 laps he has done, so he's gone back in. 5 laps from Hishamuddin. Hishamuddin came out very, very late after everybody else. He was the last one out onto the track. He's currently sitting in P4. Hassan P5. Razaimi P6. Azmi P7. Rifan 8. Rafuddin 9. And Hazik in 10th. It's very, very quiet now out on the track for qualifying.
It's very quiet, yeah. I mean, with less traffic, it's a good and bad thing, right? Because yesterday we saw that it was there's so much traffic on the track, and you know, even when blue flags are being raised, it doesn't give the riders a chance to make a pass. But when there's not much traffic, there's no room for you to make that pass. So I'm just curious to see how they will push each other later on during the race.
I just wonder if a couple have gone in just to tweak their bikes a little bit, because there's still just about 5 minutes to go in qualifying. So they've gone out, they've put a time down, they're maybe not happy with something, just going back to their mechanics, who do a fantastic job, by the way, behind the scenes, and are unsung heroes in this Supermoto.
Definitely.
And then just get back out and try and put a quick time on before the end of qualifying.
Yep. We're seeing Hazik making his lap.
That's just like a little stroll in the afternoon there, isn't it? Now that looks as though that's going to be a flying lap.
But not quite fast enough.
No.
Still 1 minute.
Just slowing down a little bit.
Well, it seems like the majority of the other riders are happy with their positions right now.
I think so. It certainly looks that way. I think it's fair to say that this has been the most uneventful qualifying that we've had so far, because they're not trying to chase. They all seem as though they're happy, as you've mentioned, with their positions. There's 3.5 minutes to go. They're not tearing the track up like we saw yesterday. So maybe, I think you're right. Everybody's just happy where they are, and they'll slot in, and they just want to race.
They're ready for the race. I mean, we are ready for the race too.
Let's see if anybody's going to have a go in this last 3 minutes or so. There are 1 or 2 that are starting to crank up the engines a little bit more and look to duck in and have a go.
Beautiful corner there.
He's definitely having a go. Just trying to see who that is out on track. Well, that's Heikel. He's having a go to try and put down another lap, by the way, and he's attacking this one. Just going round to the back side of the track over there where we can't see, so it looks as though he was trying to post an impressive time just to make a statement. Let's see, he's coming all the way around. He'll be coming back down the straight in a few moments' time. Here he comes. Let's see what that time is. There you go, 53.893. So again, another sub 54-second lap from him.
Yeah, but he's been very consistent. Every lap he's put out during quali today, it's been 53 seconds.
53, 54, that's it. He's in and around that time, so he's happy. Now he's just going to cruise around the last lap, and that'll probably do for him. Engsikiat, can he increase his time? That's the big question. Has Ferros come back out? Can't see him at the moment, but if he does come out, he'll want to have a push and a go as well. There's, well, just a fraction over 1.5 minutes left in qualifying. Everything looks as though it's all set. Haziq, the only man who hasn't gone under 1 minute. He's 101.5. Everybody else is under 60 seconds.
And the gaps are pretty close. You take a look at all of their laps, and they're about 1 second difference from each other.
Yeah, that's right. Particularly from, what is it, 2, 3, all the way down to about 8. That's the one. Ferros is only 0.094, so 94 thousandths of a second behind Engsikiat. So that's how close that one is. And if we're going to get racing and we're going to get consistent times like that, we're going to be in for an absolute treat in this one.
Exactly.
Razami, sorry, has just posted a 55.917 to retain that P5. 30 seconds left, and will there be time for anyone to stick a flying lap in? Let's just see. Engsikiat has come back out. It looks as though Ferros has stayed in. He's only done the 8 laps, and he's happy with that. Seems that way.
He's probably just hoping to try and aim for the whole shot later on at P3.
It's going to be interesting, isn't it, coming straight off the start, because these bikes will jump because of the power that they've got. So you've got to control it straight from the go.
It's going to be a very strong launch later. So hopefully they can control that much of power.
Well, that just about does it for qualifying. That's how it's going to stand. It's going to be Heikel at the top. Engsikiat in P2. Ferros P3, Ishamudin in 4, Razami in 5, Hassan 6, Azmi 7, Rifan 8, Raifuddin 9, and Haziq in 10th. So the race will be coming up very, very shortly. And we'll be back to bring you that and the procession and the parade laps, the 2 laps that they will do before, very, very shortly. Make sure you stay tuned and stick with us here for the Singamoto National Championships 2021. It's the big boys, the Supermoto is on today. It's Sunday action coming live.